We do have a few very simple safety rules we are going to ask everyone to follow. First, please do not move back and forth between cars while the train is in motion. If anything, you may hold near and dear inside the train. Children, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, group of children, whatever it may be, please do not stand on the benches or sit on the rails of the cars while the train is moving. The final thing we are going to ask is to please turn off your cell phone. They do interfere with the navigational equipment on board the engine.
It's a joke?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh, thanks. Are we going to go backwards? Are we going backwards the whole time?
On the way down.
This way we go backwards and then you go forwards? It doesn't turn around?
No.
Okay, just one.
Backwards the whole time?
Yeah.
Backwards.
Backwards.
From the original V&T or Virginia Truckee Railroad.
Oh, look at those little lights.
1761 by way of Sharon and San Francisco Banker. And used to hold on that mountain from the lands of Virginia City, temporary to the coast and rivers. Military was quite successful. That happened until about 1838. At which time the Virginia City and the land was abandoned. But it continued to run between William Carson, City and Midland, making the final run on that round Memorial Day in 1850. The railroad you turned on the day was started in 1974 and with service in 75. The trestle works were very easy now, or as I remain, as an overhead bucket delivery system, a gravity-driven system, used all over the bottom of the canyon, cyanide leaching process was used to separate gold from ore. Our process is quite similar to one changed in gold mining in Nevada today. Nevada goes to lead North American gold production. Over 4 million ounces of gold came out of Nevada mines last year alone. If you look across the canyon now, you'll notice a block and piling structure there on the hillside. That marks the combination shaft, getting its name from the fact that it was shared by 3 mines on the Savage, the Collar, and the North. If you go down to the 1,500-foot level, it does intersect with the Sutro Tunnel. A tunnel built by German immigrant Adolf Sutro, used to remove water and poison gases also.
Is there a tunnel here, you said?
No, it's up ahead.
Oh. It's a real guy.
That's where they hold the cattle thing, or the races, maybe.
Oh.
Camel races. Camel races.
Oh, cool. That's where they do camel racing in the summer. With camels, real camels. And we're in Virginia City, Nevada. Going to Gold Hill something. Go backwards going there. Go backwards going there. What's this? What's that thing for? Water?
To our left now, just on the other side of the tracks here, you'll notice 2 holes in the ground with some stakes around them. These are reminding everyone the more famous or infamous ladies of Virginia City, the Blue Line. 3,000 feet deep sections of this mine, as well as many others around the Comstock, had temperatures that exceeded 140 degrees. Miners would work 15-minute shifts come to the surface, or go on the outside cooling rooms provided by management. Take about a 15-minute break and back to it. The coronation young miners who came here to work in mine working under these conditions, these sites being the very finest in the world for that day and time. In Virginia City, they were also the highest paid, making $4 a day. That don't sound like much by today's standards, so when you consider the average hard rock miner of that time and era, was making about 60 to 80 cents a day. You can see they were extremely well paid. Well, one cost them $1 a week, a steak dinner, 2 bits, and a hot bath a dime. That left them plenty of money for recreation. Of course, everybody knows what kind of recreation that was, right? Theater, opera, that sort of thing. That's all true than most people believe. They did have one thing in their family, theater and opera. Still have it with us today. It's called a wife.
Oh, what?
So a wife. A what?
A wife?
That's the
wife.
That's the entertainment.
It's the entertainment, a wife. Huh.
I guess.
The Rock Foundation is here now much the orange golden mine, 2,700 feet. The main shaft that's fresh in there at the far end. It was in operation about 4 years, and during that 4-year period, they did manage to produce not one single ounce of gold nor silver. It still did turn a tidy profit for its owners, though, bringing ore to the surface for other mining operations. Up now, a very good example of Nevada's high desert pinyon vine, state tree, sagebrush, the state flower. Coyotes, jackrabbits, houndtail rabbits, ground squirrel, mule deer, as well as an occasional mountain lion, roam the hills and canyons around Virginia City. There also are numerous herds of wild horses roaming the hills and canyons. On your trip back to Ring or Carson City, be sure and keep your eyes open on the hillsides. Quite often herds of these horses can be seen grazing there as you pass by on the highway. Yeah, they will spot them right off as being wild horses. They'll probably be drinking that tequila and telling a dirty joke.
Stay tuned. It's another mine.
Operational tunnel from the original DNC. Built by our blood miners using picks, shovels, and wedges. As we pass through the tunnel, please keep your arms and legs inside and start
Get in the
by
middle.
clothes.
Wait, I won't get it.
We also ask to refrain from using flash photography in the tunnel. It does tend to attract tunnel spiders.
The light at the end of the tunnel. We're getting to the light at the end of the tunnel, folks. It's like seeing death. Getting into the light.
Sorry.
Coming out of the tunnel. We're out of the tunnel.
Discovery site was located at the mouth of the canyon. Miners had drilled canal early in 1849, made a small gold discovery. But the next 10 years, we were trying to get up the canyon, even in the late 1850s. So the first was a big hit. Virginia City became so famous for building fishing facility by the center-cab diesel electric switcher. Built in 1951 and a subsidiary of General Electric. Spent both of their operational life at the Hawthorne Weapons Station in central Nevada. comics were there in the late 1930s. Brought to the management of the original B&T to abandon the Virginia City light of the route. The modern day B&T made several attempts to go through, and after several small failures, opted to go around the outside of the hill. Though not quite as historically correct, it is much more scenic for view to passengers. Back to the left now in the canyon below us, the little town of Goldville. In the 1870s, it wasn't so little.
Oh, this is Goldville.
Over 2,000 people residing here. Today the population hovers around 69. The large metal building down there marks the Crown Mill and Mine. The two small metal buildings there beside the hotel mark the main entrance to the Yellow Jacket Mine. The oldest continuously operating hotel in Silverton, Nevada. The Gold Hill is in view. A gentleman by the name of Sam Clemens used to come here. Typically tell a few stories. He went by a little different name. That name being Mark Twain. The red brick front building there below us is the Old Bank of California. The two apartment buildings sit on the side of the Gold Hill School. To the right and to the rear now, the other entrance to Tunnel 3. As you can see, this end is in far better condition. As we come back up the hill, take a really close look at Tunnel 3. I'll bet if you look close enough, you just might see the light at the end of the tunnel. Or even maybe worse. Keep off the bell until it remains a liberty in the big company. Welcome to Goldwell Depot. The depot you see located here is the original Goldwell Depot. Built in the 1860s, abandoned with the rest around the 1930s. At that time, taken over by Story County for a $1 bill. Refurbishing work has been performed on the facility in recent years. Well, I'm going to stop here and go well.